Rakatah Yahweh, Rakatah Yahweh Shai, Rakatah Yahweh, Rakatah Yahweh Shai, Rakatah Yahweh, Rakatah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Call Halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone. Blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel, brother. Standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Chariot up there. So Aki Mahalal, you come back with another lesson through the Spirit. Those will be edifying. Titled Spiritual Signs at the Passover. Very beautiful ceremony, man. Went smoothly. Peaceful night. Just a lot of things that stood out in the spirit. As far as finishing the portion, X, Y, and Z. But it was a little testimony, man. And I learned a lot from it, man. Knowing to be real focused in this thing. As we shut down the Passover yesterday, we ate the lamb, the bitter herb, and drank the wine, etc., man. And as I was eating, and I left just a portion of the plate, because whatever you don't eat, you dispose of it. And I went outside and I prayed to the Most High, man, and I asked to see chariots. And I didn't see anything, man. I was like, it's all good, because we don't, as the scriptures say, we walk by faith and not by sight. So it's not about what you really can see, but it's about what you don't see and believe. Because the scriptures say, blessed is ye that have believed, that have not seen. So I was like, damn, well, the Lord ain't showed no chariots, anything like that. Because last year we seen a plethora of chariots, man. I mean, we seen like 12 chariots last year. They were just sifting across the sky at the Passover. Same kind of night, warm, clear, which proves that this is the right day of 14th day of evening, because it's a full moon, all right? And the Lord wanted to solidify that. And so I went back in the crib, and the Spirit told me, he said, how you going to expect to get the blessings if you don't finish your portion? And I was like, damn, it's right. Like, I got to finish my portion. Because I looked at all the brothers' plates in the portion, and they finished theirs. And I had to finish mine, man. That's part of finishing and enduring to the end, because that bitter herb is fucking bitter, man. So I ate the rest of the portions, man, and bam. So we're done. So the brothers and I, we was talking about doing a sit down, but we got in the spirit of going outside and seeing chariots, man. So what I prayed for, I prayed to the Lord. I said, look, man, if you're gonna be with us, show one chariot, man. And I'll kid you not, and the Lord showed me that chariot, man. It blinked on and it blinked off and sifted past. And I was the only one that seen it, and that's how I knew that it was for me to see, because I prayed to see that probably 10 minutes prior. And then once I finished my portion, the chariot showed up and answered that prayer. Then also I sent up another prayer. I'm like, how about I just sent up another prayer. I'm like, look, if you're getting ready to do if you're getting ready to turn up on this place, what I'm saying? I'm like, just send a sign, and it may sound vain or young-minded, whatever you want to call it, but the prophets always wanted to know. So I prayed to the Lord. I'm like, look, man, this is gonna be, you're gonna turn up, you're gonna let this man have it. Then another chariot sift right by, and me and another brother, we saw it, but it was real quick. And he sift by and disappeared, man, real quick. So I was like, oh shit, man, that was a sign we needed. And I'm like, that's all we needed to see, brothers. We didn't need to see a sky full of chariots this time, man. Okay, because them days are coming, but the angels are there, and the Lord, he's listening, man. Okay, even when we think he's not listening, how about you, how shy? He's definitely listening, man, all right? And you just got to be in the spirit to know that and understand that, man, okay? He's hearing the men of the Lord. Like the scriptures say, man, there be more with us than with them. So if brothers believe that, man, hey, we ain't got nothing to worry about. But the key thing is finishing that portion, all right? Finishing what you have to finish, man. Finishing that portion, because once again, he endured to the end. The same should be saved, man. Also, when it said that he that faint in the day of adversity is because his strength is small. So we gotta look, man, we gonna have to go through the trenches if we want to get on them chariots, because I had a vision 2 nights ago, or a dream, whatever you want to call it, and if you notice anything about the flood, it was symbolic. I got a few meanings from it. First meaning I got from it was that of the ark, that the time is coming, okay? Because if you look at the vessel that Noah built, he pretty much brought everything in 2 by 2 of his own kind, all right? And I believe it was, 8 persons that was saved from the flood, which is the elect at that time, okay? They got in that particular chariot, which was a vessel, a ship, all right, that Noah built when the floods came. And the floods represents of the hell breaking loose, man. And hell broke loose on the planet Earth at that time because of the flood. Okay, it drowned everybody except for Noah and his family and his 3 sons. His 3 sons and their wives. Okay, so you gotta think about that. So the dream I had 2 nights ago, I was standing in front of my old apartment, and the sky was like literally gray, like a rainy gray, like it was about to be a crazy storm. And all of a sudden, it was these waters that started to ascend upon the earth, and I was a lot of people was getting drowned in the water, but I was riding the waves. But it was so unstable. The waves were just throwing everybody to and fro. Everybody was panicking, so we was on top of the waves, man, and we was like, oh shit, well, we need a miracle. And I kid you not, we got picked up in these chariots, got delivered. Okay, because the scriptures say when a flood should come against the elect, the Lord should lift up a standard against him. Okay, that flood represents Esau and his military and the powers to be that's gonna come down on us. Okay, it's gonna come, brothers. And at that time, the angel delivered us, man, because Daniel 12:1. At the time, Michael shall stand up. Okay, the prince of thy people, roughly paraphrasing it. And it should be a day of trouble, a time of trouble that has been since the beginning of time, nor to this time. Okay, so the days of trouble was coming, man. All right, and we were delivered on that chariot. So when we got on the chariot, man, it was like the angels. Look at that moon. The angels had separated us. You had us like we was in different lines. Everybody's kind of lined up. The women was on one side, we was on another side, man, and we was looking like, okay, like what's going on? What's getting ready to happen? You know, are we getting ready to get crowned or what? Because in my spirit, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, the world's supposed to end by fire, not water. Okay, look at the moon up there, brothers. But I'm like, the world's gonna end by fire, not water. So I'm like, this is a bit different. So I'm like, this gotta have a meaning to it. But we was on the ships, and the angel, man, he looked at everybody and he said, okay, well, the waters are rescinded, so you're gonna have to go back. Y'all gonna have to go back down there. I'm like, what the? I'm like, we gotta go back down there. Everybody was kind of sad, like, oh nah, come on, man, we made it. And you're like, well, you guys, man, we could deliver you, but it's one final event that has to happen before we can officially deliver you. So that right there told me that something is getting ready to happen, man. I don't know what, but I know that they're talking about this digital, this CBDC, this central based digital currency, okay, which is gonna lead into the MOT to the B. All right, but when we was up there, and you had a few women on the ship too. We all got delivered from the floods that came. And the angel was like, well, your official deliverance is gonna come after this last event. And I looked at him, I'm like, we got one more event. The angel looked and shook his head like, yeah. He said, at that time, we gonna come and we gonna deliver you, man. So you gotta go back down there for now, okay? We've delivered you from the floods to come, which represent that standard, and also being purified as well. But the fact that the angel said you got one major event, okay, and I don't know how to interpret it for real, but it just what came to my spirit. And I'm like, oh, okay, shit. That means that it's gonna be some craziness going on the planet. So we coming into them times, man, because I did a little video yesterday. This guy Klaus Schwab, he retweeted that everybody, or mostly everybody, will survive the coming food shortages, but they have to show proof of the you know what in order to get their meal. Basically, they're gonna give you box lunches, man. Okay, they're gonna give you plant-based so-called protein, which is the hell, man. The what do you call it? The Impossible Whopper, the Impossible Mac, all of them, man. Come on, man. Bugs, man. Okay, out there in Russia, they selling Big Macs for $35 because they are hyperinflated. And they was also talking about if the Russian economy collapses, they said, what can that mean for the rest of the world? Okay, because you got to understand, this move that they're doing is very strategic. Esau is very calculative, man. So this is what they're doing. They're setting up a collapse so they can bring in a digital infrastructure. Like we've always said, and I myself even mentioned it. I mentioned it a lot of times. I said that once this dollar is out the way, that's when they can bring in an MOTB, man. Okay, that's when they can bring in those digital currencies, those cryptocurrencies, man. Okay, soon to be the MOTB, like Aaron Russo said. That was the plan of the elites to pretty much put a digital stamp on everybody, and you ain't gonna be able to eat or buy or sell and trade without it. So you other camps, man, I don't understand how you don't see it. Okay, obviously the Spirit of the Lord is not dealing with you, or your payoff is way better than your salvation, or your payoff is more important than your salvation. Look, so hold on. But your money payoff must be way more important than your salvation. And to me, that's not even, your salvation is priceless, man. You can't put a price on salvation like a lot of you guys do. All right, but yeah, that dream I had, man, I just knew we was out of here because we got beamed. I mean, we got on the ships, man. You know, because like I said, mostly everybody was drowning in the water. Myself and, you know, whatever I could see around me at the time, only thing I seen was myself. I was riding on top of the waves, man, you know, like surfing them. But it was the whole earth was unstable. It was, everything was just chaotic, rocking back and forth. And I was riding the waves and everybody else was screaming. I'm like, oh shit. And then, hey, we got beamed up and delivered, you know, and then all of a sudden I blinked, we was inside like this big craft, this ship. And I seen some familiar faces in there, and I seen some faces that I didn't expect to see in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the hell you doing in here? You know, but hey, who knows, man? Brothers repent at the last minute and get delivered because, hey, we coming in a time that great miracles are going to be performed, all right? And the men in the Lord, like it was in one day, 3,000 souls restored to the church, all right? Based on miracles, man, all right? So we coming in that time now that a lot of people who you never thought were coming to this, they going to end up coming into this at the last minute. Okay, now they might not be preachers or prophets, but the 1/3 gonna be sealed, gonna be saved, etc. So you gotta believe that, man. Okay, and I really believe that we coming into those times. You know, I just hope it's sooner than later. Because honestly, I don't know if I can endure, and I can endure it, you know, through the Spirit, because the Lord gonna give us the Spirit. But I speak as a man when I'm saying is to prove the urgency of salvation, how we need it. I don't know if I don't want it. I'll say it this way: I don't want to do another fucking year in this bitch. Okay. Which we may have to, but I pray if I have to endure another year in this place, I'll pray that this shit be all fucked up, man. All right, I'm tired of going to work. I'm tired of looking at these people. I'm tired of these stupid fucking Americans and they fucking bullshit, man. All right, here these people are not even in a right mind. Here you are paying, damn, you finna be paying, California paying $780 a month. Fuck, I always miss the exit. $780 a month. I mean, 780. Wait, $7.80 a gallon. Slocky, my mind lost me. And for gas prices, and you people think it's okay. In Greece, and man, they've been rioting already, man. In Russia, they've been rioting. What the hell wrong with you damn people, man? You sit up here going to work every day. Look at this shit. This is the reason why this fucking place ain't falling, man. And guess what? I'm one of the dummies that got to fall victim in this shit to go to work because these people is dictating the pace of everything. Esau ain't, I mean, he want to collapse the economy, but he wants to bring chaos, but he wants to bring a controlled chaos, man. Okay, but it's going to be out of control. His plan is control chaos. Control chaos. You know, he want these people pretty much bowing down to him so he can have a society, but he ain't trying to bring the end. And these idiots here, they don't want to see the end. This is why they rushing to go to work every day, getting taxed to death. The fact that you have an IRS in your society, the fact that you have a Federal Reserve, and you people aren't rioting behind that, that show you the mindset of you Americans, okay? Because you have the illusion of freedom, as I like to always say, the illusion of freedom. You're not free. You got GMOs here. You getting shit on the work. You don't have a work-balanced lifestyle like over in Spain. 30 hours there, you go home, you take a nap, you have your lunch, you with your family. You can't do that over here, man. All right? You got to go to work, and you got to continue to work. And to they're tired, like the whole daylight savings thing. This devil wants to pass a law doing away with or keeping the daylight savings or whatever, so he can get more labor out of you. That's all this devil want to do, is create a mindless a nation of mindless zombies that's working until they drop dead. Like a brother did a lesson. He did a lesson, and it was going into how basically this modern day is going to be the age of no retirement. This motherfucking devil wants you to literally work until you drop dead. Okay, retirement went from 62 to 72. Now you ain't retiring until you damn near 80 years old. Like, who in the hell wants to work until they 80 years old, man? Who the hell wants to work till they 50? In my mindset, when I was younger, retirement was at age 30, and it should be. Okay, because I mean, you can live out the rest of your life and have your shit work for you. You have your family set up. You know, your son's controlling the business. You know, and you live life and you kick back, man. You know, you work it until your body breaks down, your mind is decaying, and all types of madness, man. It's stupidity. It's dumb. It's stupid. And you people want to stay here, being overpriced for these little houses, man. They building $500,000 houses, man. That's probably worth 10 grand at the most, 20 grand, 30. I'll give you that, okay? Because the materials are very cheap, but yeah, you guys are paying $500,000 for a house that can't even withstand a thunderstorm strong enough, man. If you had a tornado to come through North Kansas City and wiped out, man, that tornado would knock all them houses down. And then you paying up the ass in taxes and insurance. Look, I can't deal with this shit no more, man. I'm tired of it. All right, I'm tired of it, man. I'm just ready to start seeing you people in America get what the hell you deserve. Starting with you Negroes first, man, because you the worst, okay? Shalom Akim to the brothers on the comment board. How about your mouth, Shabrakatah? Columbus Camp following morning had a dream that the chariots as well. That's right, man, because we're in those times, brothers. You know, the scriptures say that, hey, the Lord is going to start showing himself. So as we descend further into this wicked world, the Lord is going to start showing us more signs, man, to get our spirits and our minds prepared. Because ultimately, man, you know, it's going to be a fact of miracles. And don't worry, brothers, if you're not seeing them now, all right? Don't worry about it. Don't beat yourself up. I must not be a man in the Lord because I'm not seeing chariots. Well, don't worry about that, man. You know, when other brothers see it and you don't see it, you may feel some type of way about it because you're like, well, that means that I'm not a man in the Lord. Nah, man. Shit, Apostle Tahar said that he don't have visions, and he's the top dude right now, man. So, I mean, shit, he don't have visions, and he's a prophet. You know, the Lord said that he spoke to the prophets through visions and dreams and used the similitude of the prophets. So, I mean, you can't let that discourage you because remember, in the time of ancient Egypt, man, what happened when the time came? The Lord started doing miracles right when it was time for our deliverance. Okay, right now, we don't really need the miracles because everything is still stable right now. Like the gifts of healing, yeah, the Lord gives us power to heal and do things like that on a small scale right now, okay? But at times you may heal a brother and it may not happen right away, but we coming into them times that the Lord is gonna do something, all right? And honestly, it's too deep for me to wrap my mind around it because I bug myself out thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, well, if I can't raise the dead right now, what kind of mindset am I gonna have? Let's just say if all hell break loose in 3 months and the Lord started giving us the power, how am I supposed to think? What am I supposed to think? You know, and the spirit like, look, man, you thinking tomorrow, bro, it's just gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You got the name, it's just gonna happen. Because remember, Peter told him, he said, look, go and wait. No, Yahushua, he told him, he said, go and tarry here in Jerusalem and wait for the Holy Spirit. Okay, he says, tarry and wait for the Holy Spirit. So it's a matter of waiting for the Holy Spirit to come, man. It's gonna come upon the true believers, man. Okay, certain brothers are gonna get those miracles, to be able to do those miracles, and it's gonna encourage other brothers, you know. And the Lord is gonna deal with who he's gonna deal with. Okay, he's gonna deal with the meek and lowly, and he's gonna deal with the high up, man. Okay, and brothers that don't really, you know, get the shine, so to speak, you know, the Lord is gonna deal with you too. Okay, because you know a lot of brothers are in this thing that you really don't know about. You know, it's the weak who the Lord is going to use to confound this wicked society, man, which is us, the hopeful elect. Like, we got to start calling ourselves the hopeful elect because, hey, if you're doing the work, you believe, and you endure all things, then, hey, 9 times out of 10, you will make it. If you endure this and you don't sell out to the MOTB and you stay in this thing to the end, then the Lord is going to deliver you, man. The whole key of deliverance is faith and making it to the end, bro. Your faith have to be strong because the faith is going to be tested. You know, it's not going to be a light thing, but it's going to be doable. Okay, it's like certain jobs. It's like, man, this shit is hard, but it's doable. Okay, the Lord ain't gonna give us. It ain't gonna be unbalanced. You know, it's not gonna be unbalanced. It's gonna be doable. There's gonna be times that you be like, oh man, what the hell going on here? But it's gonna be doable, man. Okay, just like the hell we catching now. If you can endure this wicked shit and going to work every day and dealing with the wickedness of these people, man, then you should be able to go through Jacob's trouble, man, with the spirit on you, because the spirit is gonna turn up in Jacob's trouble, and we're gonna turn up. The Lord is not gonna leave us pretty much on this level. We're gonna end up turning up even more because we're gonna get emboldened, man. Especially when we see that the couple of miracles and the fact that the Lord got us out of jams. Shit, we're gonna be popping big shit in that day, but through the spirit and humbly, okay? But I'm going to end it there, brothers. All praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakak. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations unto the hopeful elect. With that, Shalom and a Baba.